In the eccentric town of Quibbleton, there was a lovable but scatterbrained mailman named Gary. Gary was known for his friendly demeanor and his knack for delivering mail to the wrong addresses. Despite his blunders, the townspeople adored him, as his mix-ups often led to unexpected friendships. One sunny morning, Gary set out on his route with a particularly heavy sack of letters and packages. As he made his rounds, he noticed a strange package addressed to the most curious resident of Quibbleton. With no specific address, Gary decided to deliver it to old Mrs. Whimsy, the town's most curious and gossip-loving lady. Mrs. Whimsy, delighted to receive a mysterious package, invited Gary in for tea. She opened the package to find a peculiar device with a big red button and a note that said, "Press for a surprise." Mrs. Whimsy, unable to resist, pressed the button immediately. The device whirred and buzzed, and suddenly, a loud, cheerful voice proclaimed, "Congratulations! You've won a visit from the Quibbleton Quackers Marching Band." Within minutes, the sound of a marching band filled the air as the Quibbleton Quackers paraded down the street to Mrs. Whimsy's house. The band played lively tunes, drawing the attention of the entire neighborhood. Children danced, and neighbors came out to see what the commotion was about. Mrs. Whimsy, blushing with delight, couldn't help but laugh at the unexpected turn of events. Meanwhile, Gary continued his route, oblivious to the excitement he had caused. His next stop was the bakery, where he accidentally delivered a box of garden tools instead of the new baking supplies Mr. Doe had ordered. Mr. Doe, a good-natured man, decided to make the best of it and used the tools to start a small herb garden behind the bakery. As Gary moved on, he delivered a package of dog toys to Mrs. Fluff, the town's cat lady. Instead of being annoyed, Mrs. Fluff gave the toys to the local shelter, where they brought joy to many playful puppies. By the end of the day, Gary returned to the post office, feeling content but tired. The postmaster, Mr. Snippet, greeted him with a chuckle. "Gary, you've done it again. You've turned an ordinary day into an extraordinary one." Puzzled, Gary asked what he meant. Mr. Snippet explained how the marching band, the herb garden, and the happy puppies had all resulted from Gary's deliveries. Gary, always humble, simply smiled and said, "Well, I'm glad everyone's happy." The town of Quibbleton thrived on Gary's delightful mix-ups, and the residents eagerly awaited his next delivery adventure. Despite his scatterbrained nature, Gary's kind heart and good intentions made him the town's favorite mailman, and every time a package arrived at the wrong address, the townspeople would chuckle and say, "Looks like Gary's been here. Let's see what fun we can have this time."